Guys, and welcome back to another episode of Resonant Rise. I'm Illusion like usual, and it's good to be back. Um, like I said last episode, I was going out of town, and I've been out of town for 6 days, and haven't been able to record in about 10. So it's really good to be back and back here on the Resonant Rise map and enjoying playing the pack. So let's catch a little sleep real quick. So first off, let's go over kind of good news slash okay news. Good news is my new computer is built, it's running, it's ready to go. Um, Enjoyed putting it together, and it's like I said, I've already got the AT launcher, I got Resonant Rise, and everything's ready to start working on it. However, right now I'm still on my Mac. Resonant Rise updated actually even over the weekend. I'm recording this Monday morning. Actually, just yesterday, it updated to 2.7.02. So basically, I just call it a 2.7 world. This is still a 2.5 world, and this is an experimental build, and 2.7 is a stable build. And they have taken away all of the experimental builds on the AT launcher. So basically, I need to finish up what I'm going to do here on my Mac on the 2.5 world before I convert it over to a 2.7 world that's already loaded on the new computer. Um, so there's several things that are going to change and some issues, and basically if I remember, I'll leave a link to the web page that Veletician made about how to convert your 2.5 world to a 2.7 world. So either after this episode or the one following this, sometime within the next 2 episodes after today, we'll be upgrading to the new pack and onto the new computer. So basically, we're just going to do a little bit of work on here, and then we'll be ready to switch over. So that's the kind of okay news. But I'm just glad the new computer's up and running. Actually, was on a test world last night with the new pack, just looking at some of the new mods. So that's kind of the good news. So sooner we get done with these few episodes, the sooner we can get on to the new world. So let me show you what I've done while I was out of town. Really didn't do anything heavy. I just basically just milled around here and cleaned up a little bit. I put some black in here. I kind of like it. I stopped at the back wall, and I'm glad I did because we're going to be updating to the new mechanism, and this room is actually going to have to expand to accomplish. Remember a few episodes ago, probably like at least 5 ago, that I was messing with this, and it took me a while to figure out that I wasn't on the right version to do what I wanted to do. But so when we upgrade to the new pack, we'll basically kind of start doing what I started a few episodes ago. So this basically is going to be stagnant until we update the new pack. In here, I widened out and excavated this room a good bit. You can see, and now that I look at it, I'm worried if it's big enough. And I haven't revealed what this room is going to be for, but again, as soon as we update to the new pack and the new computer, it will be revealed. So I'll give a shout out to whoever can guess what we're going to be doing in here. It's a pretty big room. So down here, I lengthened this a little bit, and this is what we're actually going to be working on today, is this little automation room. And finally, I excavated and widened out this power room. And with the new pack, there's some new power generation that I really am looking forward to playing with. So this room may need to get a little bit bigger depending on how crazy I want to go. And I got a lot of crazy ideas. So I'm excited for that. So what I'm going to work on first is, you can see we have about 3,300 copper. and about 3,800 iron and only 1,200 gold. So I'm going to go set the digital miner out to pick up these things. For an upcoming build, I'm going to need a whole lot of copper, like stacks upon stacks of copper. So I want to go ahead and run a mining system to pick up some copper before this system breaks, because when we update, this system is going to break to a point. This one will no longer work. The 4 times more processing. The 3 times and down will, but the 4 times won't. So while I'm down here, let me go ahead and flip this. So remember, dark green is our 4-time processor, and since we had so much copper influx, I just switched it to 3 times. So I'm going to switch it back to dark green, so it does a 4-time ore processing. So that way, anything coming to the network, the copper coming into the network will get 4-timed. So cool. So got that set up. Let's grab the digital miner, and we're gonna need chunk loaders. I don't think I have anything in there. Actually, I'm gonna make a spot loader. One of you. One of you. Need spot loaders? Nah, I'll just take a regular chunk loader. It'll be fine. Okay, got my elite energy cube already ready to go. So let's go get this thing set up. And I'm going to need my ender chest, which should be white, white, white. It is. Cool. White, white, white is my import. Alright, so we just slept, so it should be still light out. So let's go set this thing up. Alright. I had a little rubber farm up here. Because the indoor farm wasn't doing well because of the height. I didn't have enough height for the rubber farm to grow. So how about right here? There we go. That'll work. All right. Power you up. And we're going to reset config. I was pulling up marble the other day, so let's delete you. We're going to ore dictionary, and it should be ore / copper, right? Or ore. This is how you find out the real name. Okay, so this is what we're looking for. So I'm going to press U for that. Okay, or copper. Or copper. Cool. And or iron. And or gold. Lowercase o. Alright, so that's basically going to grab any copper, iron, or gold, since that's what we're really short on. So I have it set for a radius of 32, height is minimum 0, bedrock, and max of 100. I really don't need 100, and you're like, where are we at? Why doesn't that show my chords? Where are we at? 67. Max 65. Okay. And silk touch is off. We don't need silk touch. We don't need pull. We need eject on though. Oh, start please. And chunk loader down. That'll work. See what you got. 500, 600. Okay, maybe I just didn't have done so big. Oh, geez. Really? Why'd you start over? Come on, run. This is also a little bug that I think is unique to this version. That's 5.6 or 5.7 we're on. So the new version is version 6. So I'm looking forward to getting into version 6. But on the next couple episodes, when we actually update the new pack, I will talk about what has changed and the differences between this pack and the other pack. So don't want to get sidetracked. What's the deal? Alright, give me a second. Let me get this thing running. Okay guys, I'm back. So I got it up and running. And of course it turned dark on me. Get out of here. Of course it gets dark. Baby zombie. So anyway, actually I lowered it to a radius of like 30 or 16, so a diameter of 32. So just make it go a little quicker. And I'm getting out of here. Alright, it goes that way, I think. Yeah, this way. Okay, so now we got that running. Now we can get back to working in the little automation room. What do you got on your head? Oh, leather. Let's get down here. While I get the sword out, just reminded me. Doing very well in here. Guess I need to kind of do some enchanting. But I did, however, get a looting. I enchanted a golden sword and got a looting book. I've gotten some smite. I've also got efficiency 5. Now, the reason I was looking for that efficiency 5, do you remember a few episodes when we made the Quarry Plus, this thing right here? You can actually enchant these, and efficiency 5 is one of the better ones to have. You can get the enchant mover and put it on there. So efficiency 5 basically makes it run a whole lot quicker. So I actually built that up from an efficiency 4 with a little bit of using the printing press and typesetting table. So that's pretty cool. I stopped enchanting books is because I think Mariculture is, I know at least one of them, adds all these kind of weird books like Inferno 3 and Focus Punch. So I just started enchanting tools. That way I could basically limit the enchant to that tool instead of basically having whatever type of enchant to go on a book. So that's the way I've been doing it, and then I've just been knocked back. Then I've basically just been stripping them off with the auto disenchanter. So that's what I've been kind of doing. So let's enchant that again. Oh, it's not gonna let me enchant it until it's completely finished. So I'll let that run. I'll just store this in here. Knockback 2, it's not bad. I definitely want to put that looting. Actually, yeah, let's do it. I'm standing right here. Let's do it. Well, I definitely want to put this looting 3 on my flux infused sword. Okay. Come on, grab it. Alright. No big deal. So now we got sharpness 4 and looting 3. Oh, you know what? I should have made it. That's why I didn't do it, because I was going to make a copy of it. Well, worst case scenario, I can disenchant it, pull it off, strip it off, and then copy it, put it back on. Worst case scenario, if I don't get another one. Okay. Back on topic. Let's clear out the inventory. Alright, so I made a kind of a chest full of some things to kind of get started with. So let me make sure I pulled all the buses out of here, because I was making some more buses. Looks like I did. I think I got all the interfaces out. Yep. Okay. I think we're okay to start this. So you can kind of see what I've made. Some pulverizers, induction furnace. Made some conduit. So with one of the things that's going to break, I 100% know will, is the universal cable from Mechanism. That's one of the things that will not survive the update. Universal cable is still in Mechanism. It's just not this one. It's a different kind. So, all right, let's get going. Let's start tearing this thing up. I probably should grab another chest. And yes, my dogs are barking at who knows what. Not sure if you can hear them. Alright. All the things come out. So let's just strip all this off. In fact, so what I'll do, I'll stop the camera and I'll strip everything out and I'll bring you back when we start setting it back up. And I'm also going to go yell at the dogs. So I'll be back in just a second. Hey guys, we're back. So I don't know if you've ever got to shown this on camera, but I just love the way this looks. But you can see this thing is chugging along very well. So the digital miner has done a very good job. There's a bunch of iron coming through. And you can see it's all getting processed. So it looks like that is that's the hold up. So why are you having power issues? We have a huge amount of power. Let's do something real quick. I ain't gonna worry about that. I need to find where these zombies are at. Oh, come on. So eventually I'm going to have to change out all this cable, but I want to see what's the deal with this, that ultimate, that one shouldn't even be there. Alright. You can disconnect. No, actually you can't. Put back down this ME cable. Okay. Now, you should have no problem with power now. I don't know why you're getting choked up on power. Why are you getting choked up on power? I don't know. That's a problem for another day. This is the problem for the day. So I've stripped out all the machines, put them in the chest, and run conduit all the way around. So, few of you may be asking, well, how am I going to run the IC2 machines off of MJs? And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put that back down. Since I have everything at one block lower, then I'll just put a piece of universal cable coming off that to convert over to IC2. But since all the basic, since all these universal pipes are getting ready to get, they don't get deleted, but they turn into cardboard boxes, from what I understand. So I will just leave off the IC2 machines until we update, and then I'll come back and fix it. So, all right. So I want to get started. So I want the igneous extruders first. Okay. So I want you there. In fact, actually, you know, this is gonna be kind of boring placing down machines. So let me get everything placed down, and then I'll bring you back for the actual wiring. That's what I should have done. So be back in just one more second. All right, and we're back. So got everything down there almost ready. I want to make one more thing. I want to make a cyclic assembler from thermal expansion. That way we can, well, I'll show you what we're going to do with it. There's a recipe. Need machine frame. Alright, cyclic assembler. So basically a cyclic assembler is kind of like a miniature auto crafter. And we need a schematic, I think is what it's called. It's paper and dye. There it is. Schematic, yeah. Alright, give me one of those. And overclocker upgrade. So 10 and water. Okay. Okay, cool. So 10 plate. Yeah, 10 plate. So let me grab 4 of those. And a bucket of water. Okay, cool. So let's go set this thing up. Let's go finish setting this room up, I should say. So yeah, everything pretty much laid out like I want it. That one I left open because I'm probably going to put in a sag mill. So I just left a spot so I can kind of keep mapping out where I want things. So cyclic assembler here. So you get in power. And I want you to accept water. Why are you no... Ah, dang it. That's why. Really? Can't tell you how many times I've done that same thing. I've put in an igneous extruder instead of an aqueous accumulator. Okay, aqueous accumulator. Do you have an autocraft? Oh, there it is. I must throw it back in the system. Alright, so basically, I'm going to get in here. Okay. So now this should start filling up with water. Okay, cool. So it's got exactly where I want it. So get over here and to the schematic. So we'll put, oh yeah, NEI, you gotta close. Water bucket, 410 plates, equal a 10K coolant cell. Check. Schematic in there first. Check. Okay, cool. So basically, this will, like I said, it's a small auto crafting system. So I don't have to keep feeding in water buckets or water cans or whatever to make these overclockers. So it only can do one at a time, but that's okay. Um, so what I'll do is now go over here. Um, Actually, so 410. Actually, I need one. Okay. Okay, cool. So basically, I'm going to try to trick the system. So basically, I'm going to create a pattern that actually, I just need a pattern to give me 410. 410 plates. Four. Grab those. So 410 plates equals a 10K coolant cell. Cool deal. So now in my system, it'll show up that I can auto craft these 10K coolant cells with this machine. So that's pretty cool, right? So let me put some of this away. I can get rid of you. I think I can get rid of you. Definitely get rid of you. And get rid of you. Okay. So let's start hooking everything up. So I made some hollow concrete covers. So the chisel mod will allow you to micro block, which I think is awesome. Making things look great. I forgot to bring down some more factory blocks, but I can do that off camera. Nope, that's not what it's supposed to be. I was just talking about that. Okay. So give me some buses. So I need probably any other one. Grab you. Let's grab all the things. So I want basic import buses. All right, so this one right here, I'm going to set up to keep cobblestone in the system. I haven't set it up yet, and this one's going to be set for obsidian, which I have my lava source there, and then I'm going to level emit off the back. So level emitters, there you are. So I left myself a little area to hop through. So level emitter, rotate for me please. Okay, cool. All right, cool. All right, so we get that wired up. We're just gotta finish hooking the things up. All right, so this one right here. So we're going to have 2 induction smelters. I just made 2 just to have things run a little bit quicker. See, we're going to need 1 for Invar. So which is ferrous. Actually, you know what? I can do this like this. NEI back on. Invar. So to make 1 Invar ingot, okay, so 2 iron and 1 ferrous. So 1 ferrous, 2 iron, 2 iron, 1 ferrous. Come on. Always the hard way. It makes how many? 3 Invar. That's what I thought. So 2 iron, 1 ferrous, 3 Invar encode. Alright. So let's put that up. So I'll put the Invar in this one. I don't think you have to do this anymore, but it's just kind of a good habit that I like to get in. Just make sure it's sent down there. And I'm going to set this configuration. So this top slot. Actually, let's do this right here. So that'll actually put into both slots. And we want to pull out on the right side. We shouldn't have anything extra, so well, it's just a good habit. I'll just go set it to orange. Okay, so now we need an import bus. Yeah, we'll use these. Okay. Alright, so we have that one and we have 2. So what else are we going to have to use for this? Well, we're going to have make the Enderium hardened glass. Okay, let's do the hardened glass. Hardened glass, where are you? There we go. Alright, so that's 8 obsidian and 1 lead equals 2 hardened glass. Okay. So let's put you up. Let's put you up. Wish I have 2 hardened glass. Obsidian dust, I do have. And 1 lead. Alright, let's set this one. Clear. So 8 obsidian, 1 lead equals 2 hardened glass. Encode. So I'm actually going to stick this one into here, because that way when we start auto crafting tesseracts, that way this one can do hardened glass and this one can do the Enderium and not have to wait at the same time, because we're not going to be crafting Invar and hardened glass at the same time, but we will craft hardened glass and Enderium at the same time. Does that make sense? I think I explained that right. Okay, cool. So let's get that up, put away. Alright, so like I said, we need Enderium, which I don't have any. So I'm going to have to craft some of that up. So we'll wait for that at the end. Because I don't think I can shift click it in there. Yeah. Yep, can't do that. Okay, so that's cool. We'll wait for that one. All right, so this one right here, pulverizer. So this one right here, we're going to set up to pulverize obsidian. Obsidian. So we're going to basic export obsidian. Oops. Going to import off the right side. And let me do a quick time check. I may just go ahead and finish doing this and come back and explain it at the end, because all I'm doing is placing down buses. And it might be quicker for me just to go ahead and place it and come back and show you. So, one second. Okay, guys. So hate to be bearer of bad news. We're pretty much at 35 minutes. So let me go ahead and cut it, and we'll call this the end of this episode. And the next episode we'll pick up kind of where we left off here and continue getting this thing sorted out and getting this pretty much completed. So thanks for joining me on this episode, and tune in for part 2 of this fix to this auto crafting room, and I'll see you guys next time.